Welcome, I'm the Factual Gamer. The Game Developers Conference was held this week in San Francisco, so there's lots of great news. Let's get to it. On the 1st of March, last Sunday, the Valve virtual reality headset, known as Steam VR, was announced at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. The set, made by HTC, is set to have a 1200 by 1080 screen for each eye, with a 90Hz refresh rate, which according to HTC eliminates jitter, one of the main causes for motion sickness caused by virtual reality sets. The device also has a gyro sensor, accelerometer, and laser positioning sensor. To further enhance the freedom of movement of the user, an additional piece of hardware known as Steam VR Base Station can be bought, which will let the player walk around the virtual space instead of using a controller. The pair of base stations is set to track the physical location of the user in spaces up to 15 by 15 feet, that's 4.5 by 4.5 meters for non-Americans. On March 2, a post on Battle.net introduced the World of Warcraft token. This in-game item will allow players to securely exchange gold and game time between each other. Players will be able to buy the token in the in-game shop for real money and then sell it for gold in the auction house. The token is worth 30 days of game time and the price will be revealed at a later date. Also on March 2nd, the first of several important news for game development this week was known when Epic Games announced it was dropping the subscription fees for Unreal Engine 4. Now, anyone can download and use the engine for free, with a 5% royalty for commercial products after the first $3,000 of gross revenue. This free access to the engine includes 100% of the C++ source code. The following day, on March 3rd, more significant news for game development as Valve announced the Source Engine 2 at the Game Developers Conference. The engine will be made available for free to developers without any royalties, the only catch being that games made with the engine must be released on Steam, for which Valve gets 30% of the revenue. However, this is not an exclusive requirement, and developers can also sell the game through other vendors. On the same day, Valve also presented the final consumer version of the Steam controller. The device has two trackpads, as well as one regular analog stick, and features a fully customizable control scheme. And to go along with the controller, Valve also announced the Steam Link, a streaming device that will allow gamers to stream content from any Steam computer to the living room TV, making it possible to play remotely. Both the controller and Link will be released in November of this year for $49.99 each. And still on March 3rd, Unity announced their response to the Epic Games move of dropping subscription fees for Unreal Engine by releasing the latest version of their own engine, Unity 5. Also, this new version offers two different editions. The Personal Edition, which is completely free for developers making less than $100,000 of revenue per year, and a more complete Professional Edition starting at $75 per month. Besides several improvements to the engine, this new version also features a new audio mixer, WebGL integration, and allows the games developed to be launched on 21 platforms. On the same day, also at GDC, Sony showed off a little more of their own VR headset, Morpheus. Sony's contender to the virtual reality race has a 5.7 OLED screen with a 120Hz refresh rate, a delay of less than 18 milliseconds, and a field of vision of 100 degrees. The Morpheus will be released in the first half of 2016. Price is not yet known. And still on the same day at GDC, Nvidia presented a new Android console, the Nvidia Shield. The Shield is powered by a Tegra X1 chip and was presented as being twice as powerful as an Xbox 360 and capable of 4K resolution. The console will cost $200 with a controller and it will be launched in May. Just like the Steam Link, the Shield also allows streaming from a PC, but in this case powered by an Nvidia GPU. The following day, on March 4, Wednesday, Electronic Arts issued a statement announcing the closure of Max's Emeryville, formerly known as just Max's before it was bought by EA in 1997. Max's was the studio behind such games as The Sims, SimCity, and Spore, as well as many other Sim titles. According to sources close to the studio, neither the last SimCity nor The Sims 4 performed very well, which certainly contributed to this closure. And the next day, on March 5th, Thursday, the winners of the 17th Annual Independent Games Festival were revealed in San Francisco. The winners were Metamorphobet for excellence in visual art, Tetrageddon Games won the Nuovo Award, If Married, a Musical Adventure won the Excellence in Audio Award, 80 Days won for Excellence in Narrative, Close Your won the award for Best Student Game, the Audience Award went to This War of Mine, and Outer Wilds won the Excellence in Design Award and also the Sumas McNally Grand Prize of $30,000. And those were the news. Next up, we have the releases for the following week. Today, March 6, we have War of the Overworld for PC, Professional Lumberjack 2015 for PC, and Zombie Army Trilogy for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. On March 9, Monday, the releases are Shelter 2 for PC and Grapple also for PC. The following day, on March 10, Tuesday, we have the following releases for PC: Dreamfall Chapters Book 2, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Cities Skylines, Starless Nymphomaniac's Paradise, Mushroom Man Truffle Trouble, and Parallax. Also, we have DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition for PS4 and Xbox One, and Atelier Shelley Alchemists of the Dusk Sea for PS3. On March 11, Wednesday, we have Ori and the Blind Forest for Xbox One and PC. The following day, March 12, Thursday, the only game being released is Dungeon Hunter 5 for PC. And finally, on March 13, Friday, the games being released are Codename Steam for 3DS and Zombie Kill of the Week Reborn for PC. And that's all. Thank you for watching Factual Gamer. We're almost up to 100 subscribers, so if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe, share with your friends, and also like the page on Facebook, add on Google+, and follow me on Twitter at @factual_gamer. Thank you for watching. I'll be back next Friday, and that's a fact.